What's good, YouTube? Today, I gotta talk about the curious case of YourRage. This video is probably gonna be a little bit different because of the mic I'm using. I can't really yell into the mic or make all the animations I wanna make, so bear with me. Rage, aka Josh, first started his YouTube career off making Call of Duty montages at the age of 14. Like most people at the time, Josh had dreams of getting into FaZe and possibly making it as a gamer. He would later move on to make NBA mixes on YouTube as they were popular at the time. But he also did not find success in that either. Then he was later inspired to do a reaction channel. He was inspired by none other than the GOAT himself, I'm Dante.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
These reaction style videos would actually get Josh a little bit of traction, but he decided to go ahead and delete the channel because he came down the stairs one morning and his stepfather confronted him by using his YouTube name. And in all honesty, that's my worst fear. Imagine somebody coming up to me in public. Now, granted, nobody knows what I look like, but those who do, imagine they come up to me one day and confront me by my YouTube name. I'm not gonna lie, that would low-key want to make me disappear too. So then a few weeks would go by, and Josh would later have an idea that would revolutionize YouTube as a whole. At this time, Josh was not making any content, but one day while he was in college, Josh decided to get on Twitch and then later turn on Flight Reacts. And if you don't know Flight Reacts, this is his usual shenanigans.
Dot, bro.
And they could face difficulties here.
That.
And he's called that to perfection.
But anywho, Josh would turn on Flight Reacts and he would notice that Flight was drunk and, you know, up to his usual shenanigans. And he realized that nobody actually records this kind of stuff on YouTube. They don't see this unless they're actually inside of the Twitch stream, right? So Josh had an idea. Why don't I record the clips from the Twitch stream of Flight getting pissed off? He would later post that video to YouTube and it would take off. But this day is also important because it was the birth of the very first plug channel. And not only that, this is the day that he would become YourRage.
How the fuck is Derrick Rose a 78 overall in 2K18? Fuck 2K! How do you average 18, 5, and 4 being the third option on a trash team and end up getting a 78 overall? Tell me, you bum ass niggas!
The channel's name would be Flight's Rage at first, but he would later change the channel name to YourRage after he noticed that his supporters wanted to see more than just Flight. He would get a lot of motion, if you will, from posting these clips of these bigger content creators spazzing out. Most notably, the GOAT himself, Solomonati.
When you step on them marble floors, but hold up. Y'all see them pineapples, ladies? I gotta make sure that everything is right. You know about them pineapples. So you gotta take off your clothes. I gotta scan your player build before you walk into my house. But before you go in, you're gonna see something like this. There go a camera looking at you right there, and it's a few more in the back.
If you don't know who that is, go ahead and watch this video right here. But once again, I cannot stress the importance of what Josh did that day, because later that year, Fortnite would blow up for the first time. And this is when plug channels would actually start spiraling out of control and making millions of dollars off of posting clips like Ninja dying, Tfue dying, Myth dying, Daquan dying. For those who know that era, you would really just watch the montages of your favorite players dying because it would be funny. But like I said, I just feel like Rage doesn't get enough credit for being known as the very first plug channel. But anyway, back to the storyline. YourRage will go ahead and begin these clips of YourRage, of your favorite content creators, Rage. And then he would get into numerous beefs with said content creators, even though he didn't have a face cam and nobody knew who he was. But as a college student, it was not paying him very much money. So with the extra push from big creators like Zeus, I'm Dante, and even Chris Next Door, YourRage would start his journey in the streaming arc. Of course, as everybody starts out, he only averaged about 50 to 100 viewers maybe. And he couldn't really scream in his house because, as everybody knows, some parents don't like that noise. So what Rage decided to do was go ahead and rent out an office building in college, which means bro would take whatever money he had and go ahead and rent out an office in the building while he's a student. As a college student myself, I understand his struggle, bro. He would work, get off of work, go to school, get out of school, and then later go into the office building just so he could make the content he wanted to make undisturbed. This is when his content would first start making that shift from nobody watching to, you know, he has a little bit of a community. Plus, you know, everybody loves a horror game. People love that kind of stuff.
What was that? I'm gonna move out my way! Behind you! Go back there! She's not coming! Go! Bitch, move!
And and Rage needed to stream to do that. You see, at the time, Rage was streaming on YouTube, and he was getting a little bit of a following off of YouTube. And one day, he decided to play a Lil Uzi song on stream, which would get him striked. No, not copyrighted, striked, which means he had a ban on YouTube and he couldn't stream. But he had a good support system around him, and a lot of his supporters were telling him, listen bro, you can't stop now. Go ahead and stream on Twitch. And this is around 2017, 2018, you know, when Twitch was actually becoming bigger and a lot of popular streamers were getting on. He was opposed to the idea at first, but because he loved his supporters, he went ahead and streamed on Twitch. Over time, he would gain a following even larger than he had on YouTube. Over time, he would become more popular because he was one of those Twitch streamers that did not have a face cam. In fact, he was the only Twitch streamer that did not have a face cam at one point. So when he got 1 million followers on Twitch, he decided to buy a face cam and he did a celebration for his followers. I'm not gonna lie, the title of the video is a curious case of your rage. And to be honest with you, it is a curious case because not only did he revolutionize YouTube, but he still profited off of that. No matter how many times the doors were shut in front of your rage, he still found a way to sneak through the crevices, if you will, and open it up from the other side. In all honesty, Rage is one of the very first streamers, nigga, yeah, pay attention, because I'm not talking about YouTubers anymore, that I actually watched in general. But I was also able to learn something from the way he came up. No matter how many times people have told me no, that YouTube is not a good idea, blase, blase, I should still persevere. You know what I'm saying? I thank y'all so much for all the support I've gotten along the way. We finally hit 500 subs. Unfortunately, I'm not monetized yet because, you know, YouTube has to add a little bit of stipulations to everything. But we not gonna focus on that, bro. We gonna keep grinding. We gonna keep grinding. V1 gonna get to DreamCon next year. Meet all the content creators, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can vlog, whatever. And we gonna keep grinding, bro, no matter what. If you haven't already, go ahead and add yourself to the Discord so you can be a part of the community. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
What a drag. I say one little negative thing about Sasuke and I get the evil eye from his #1 fan here.
I said niggas ain't no shit. Niggas ain't no shit. Shit. I said niggas ain't no shit.